I wanna see your penis. Show me your penis, penis. I wanna see your penis, penis. Show me your penis, penis. I wanna see your penis, penis. Show me your penis. Show me your penis. Thank you so much for the donation. Wait, it's on, right? I wanna see your penis. Show me your penis, penis. I wanna see your penis. It's on now, okay. So thank you so much for the donation, by the way. Donnie, thank you so much. Donnie. So hi, no lifer. What's up? Yes, lifer. You it's not like you got a girlfriend. It's like you're going now with that girl. Can I use your picture as my PF in a game? Sure. So like, long story short, you guys probably saw that picture, the thumbnail. Yeah. By the way, everybody, did you guys see the thumbnail? Cause you guys are freaking out about the thumbnail. You guys freaking saw the thumbnail. You guys all went like, "Who's that? Are you doxing your dad?" No, because in reality, that's actually me when I was like 15 years old. So like, let me actually talk about this situation, because I wanted to just expose myself, because I kind of did that before. So I went through a lot of like insane transformation. So like, before talking about the insane drama situation, this is me, 32. I'm 32, okay? I'm 32. And then, this is me when I was like, 27? That's 27. That's 32, right? And then, yeah, the huge forehead is still there. And then, this is me when I was 11. Yeah, I know. That transformation. Yeah, I know it's insane. And then, this is me when I was 15. Yeah, I know I looked like that like mean kid, because I actually was kind of like full of myself. That's when I did boxing and I did kung fu. I freaking worked out like every day. I was buff as fuck. I was actually buff as fuck. And then, yeah, I was like that boxer, that like kung fu dude. I was actually buff as fuck. And then this is, you can kind of see. You look at that ass and like those legs, yo. This is me when I was like 14. Look at me. Look at that, dude. I was actually buff as fuck. You can kind of tell like my body was insane. You know what I mean? Yeah, I was like actually buff as fuck. Now I don't really have the. The thing is like my ass is still like insane. Not it's like huge or nothing. Very ugly, yes. And then this is me when I was like 17. So I kind of noticed like maybe I get that riz if I act like a intelligent like high schooler. So I just kind of decided to change my character, kind of like in anime. And then after that, what happened to me was I became a rocker, and my cringe history basically started from there. Thank you, 5150 hold.
Sora is still baby face.
Yes, thank you so much for that. And then I did this, and then after a while I became this. That's like me 20, and this is me 32. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to say before anything. So what's up everybody? And I'm pretty sure you guys are here for the drama and like meme. So like I'm kind of here to meme about everything too. Oh, by the way, if you hear any people moaning, you have to say like, is that Sora's dad? That's kind of what I've been doing to myself. So like that's the rule, everybody. If you ever watch my channel, watch my videos, and like if you hear somebody moan like, you gotta say like, is this Sora's dad? Because that's kind of like what I went through for 3 years too. So like it's that situation. And I got permission to make fun of my dad on my channel from my brother. So I can make fun of like the whole thing, like the whole, thing. I might actually make an emote saying like, is that Sora's dad? So yeah, I look forward to it. Yeah. Anyways, let me just talk about the whole like insane situation, like insanity. It's actually truly insanity. So I just listed all the things I wanted to talk about because this is actually insane. Are you guys ready for that, yo? So that's what I wanted to talk about. And what's the thumbnail? Yeah, it's that, yo. And then the next thing is here. Lol, my dad was found.
Thanks for the forehead lore. May
Yeah.
it grow further.
Dude, so I did you guys see the picture? I actually talked about it in a private stream, like in membership stream. You know what? If you guys want to talk about my forehead though, dude, fuck, like we gotta talk about this now. Everybody. So one of them is like me when I was 18. One of them is like me, like actually, like 3 days ago. Top or bottom? Which is like, I want you guys to guess which one's like here. If you guess it right, you win. Dude, like I just wanted to make fun of this. Like my forehead is freaking huge as fuck. So, I'm waiting for it. Okay, so you guys are freaking having a hard time, like, you know, trying to figure out which is me when I was like 18. And so let me actually tell you something. If you want to know when somebody's like 18 though, so you can have to look at that like skin breakout, because like 18-year-olds usually have like this one moment or like one time period where like when they just kind of go like and they get oily and stuff. So you can kind of tell the answer is this. Yeah, because like look at my forehead, yo. It's not only just huge, but it was kind of breaking now. So like this is actually me 3 years ago. I mean, not 3 years ago, 3 days ago. So
Kakito donated $1. Try not to speed run this stream.
yeah,
Please make this easy on my EP brain.
I will actually speedrun everything too. And then, so I actually even decided to compare my foreheads, yo. Like, look at this. Like, I still look exactly the same. Like, nothing was different. I actually decided to put, like, both of the pictures. It looked exactly the same. So I don't know, man. Like, yeah, my forehead is huge. Like, now I just exposed everything about myself for the meme. So yeah, what's up, everybody? My forehead is huge. So you can make fun of me for my forehead. And I allow you. And, fastest, thank you. Eyebrow line receded. Let me tell you something. This is something I figured out in membership in one of my membership streams. My eyebrow is so close to my eyes, actually. Like, it's insane. That's kind of why my forehead looks huge. Cause like your eyebrows should be here. Yeah, like so. I was actually comparing my eyebrows to like other people's eyebrows. Like they usually have like eyebrows here, but mine's like here. Well, anyways, and in affiliate disco, have you mentioned skydiving? I'll just talk about everything, because like I'm pretty sure everybody wants to hear the whole situation. So let me just talk about it first. I know like you guys want to meme and stuff too, but let me just talk about the whole situation. So here, my dad's house was found on the internet. Let me actually talk about this, because it really sounds like he got doxxed and whatever, but that's not the situation. This situation's freaking insane as fuck. This situation's like, So let me just explain the lore here, because it really sounds like he got doxxed, but it's not that situation. It's more like, how do I explain this? It's actually insane. So like I don't know if you guys like, it's not he got doxxed, okay? This situation's like, so he basically, let me just review, let me just talk about the whole like my family situation so you know what's going on. So my dad is in debt, right? And my brother told my dad to sell the house because my dad is in debt. Or like, how else is he gonna pay back, right? And he has to pay for his debt like next month or something. Like, I don't know how it works. I don't know much about it, but it's like there's like a deadline for that, right? So he has to make much money before that date. I don't know when that is. So my dad has to make money somehow. And my brother told my dad to sell the house. And you know what happened? My dad basically said, no, F off. And that was basically what I said in the video too. In a video like that I uploaded like 2 days ago, which I think is freaking hilarious. Your nickname is Tripod because of your third leg. Thank you so much, Cosme. So then my brother was like, what the fuck? Like, fuck, right? And then nothing actually happened. And then like my brother was apparently like freaking browsing through on the internet. Like my brother is like such a stalker. This is freaking hilarious. So my brother basically decided to check those like real estate related like websites, and he apparently found my dad's house listed on those websites, and I talked about it in the video too. And then I was like, how did he freaking find it? I was like, I don't know how he found it. What the fuck, right? Let me just read these donations. And Donnie, thank you. And thank you so much for the donation. And monographic single-headed main. Thank you so much for the donation too. So I wasn't sure if that was like true or not. I wanted to find the house myself. So I was actually Googling the house myself in one of those like membership streams, because I've been streaming freaking 24/7 recently. By the way, there are usually like 50 people in each stream, so it's kind of like the comments are a lot less. And then, yeah, I found it myself. It's quite easy. It's freaking everywhere. Like my dad's house is like legit everywhere. I was like, what the fuck? So what that means is here, he is actually trying to sell his house. And this situation is freaking crazy because it's not that his house is like on those websites publicly. Like I don't know what he's trying to do. His house is on those websites without any pictures. I don't know what he's trying to do. Like, if you guys know how like things are in Japan, I want you guys to figure it out. Actually, I seriously don't know what's happening here. And Festus, thank you. But thank you so much for the donation. So, isn't it your house? So let me actually talk about this too, because I didn't talk about some certain things, and some people think it's my house. No. Let me talk about this part later, but let me talk about why his house is freaking on the internet. So, his house is being listed on those real estate websites, but then the pictures are not there. Like, he has like this price tag thing, and I'm not gonna say how much it is because if I say it, then you can just kind of like dox him now. So, it's there. No pictures are there. No information's there. It just says the house is still owned by an individual. So I don't know what's happening here, because nobody's gonna freaking buy the house like without any pictures, right? So I was like, wait, what the fuck? Like, so maybe that's kind of like what happened to my brother. Like my brother just went like, and by the way, thank you so much, Asa. So maybe my brother saw saw my dad's house like being listed on those websites, and my brother probably went like, wait, what the fuck? The house is like actually there without any pictures, and he's trying to sell the house for like actually a lot of money, and it's not worth like that much money. I'm not gonna say how much it is, but he's kind of like trying to sell the house for like a price that's too expensive for that area and for that house, and it's not gonna work. So I don't know what's happening without any pictures. So I'm like, what the fuck is happening? That seriously makes no sense. Basically, long story short, I cannot really show you guys like the actual like listing or anything. So let me tell you, it's like I'm gonna sell my iPhone, which is this, but I'm not gonna show you what it looks like, and I'm gonna sell it for $2,000. You know how insane it is? Like it's basically that situation. I saw the listing, so like I cannot obviously show it here, because that's the same as like kind of like doxing, I guess. I cannot really do it, but it is insane, and I don't know what's happening. I seriously don't know what's happening. I was like, what the fuck, like sketch. I seriously don't know what the reason behind it is, and I just wanted to make fun of it. Maybe my dad is like trying to buy a lot of like porn with that strategy somehow. I don't know, man. What the Can you guys actually guess what's happening? He wants more money for porn. Maybe. I don't know. But that's just what I wanted to talk about, because this situation seriously makes no sense. Because if you know what area I live in, it's instant. Like, it's seriously, you just kind of type like house, listing, and boom, it shows up like actually right there, right? He has to buy porn, can't get it for free. I don't know, man. Like, I don't really know what's happening. But I just decided to meme about my dad, and my brother gave me permission. Like, he doesn't care at this point. So, anyway, so let me just talk about this thing, too. What the F did he spend his money on? So, a lot of you guys got curious about it, too, because a lot of you guys, like, saw the video, and you guys were like, well, what the fuck? Like, how does he make a lot of money? Like, $100,000, and he's actually in debt. And, like, what did he do? And so in the video, though, I didn't talk about it because I really didn't want to talk about it, since I just wanted to make the video like kind of short. I didn't want to no mention of the cult, because like the cult has actually nothing to do with it this time. It's not really like because of him being in a cult one time. It's more that like because of like what he's been doing, because him being in a cult actually has nothing to do with it. Because why is my mom not in debt? Why is my brother not in debt? Why am I not in debt, right? It's seriously like what he's been doing, like behind everybody, and I know what he's been doing. So like, long story short, so I used to live in this house. What the was he in a cult? Let me explain. I think I've been talking about this too, but my family is like, I was in a cult. Yeah, like it. I never believed it or anything. I never believed in that thing or anything, but like, it's one thing that's really, really famous in Japan. And I was born, I was a member of it. So like, how I grew... Let me talk about this situation, because I feel like you guys probably want to know about this. Before talking about the... But like, I've been talking about this everywhere. It's not anything new, by the way. Well, you guys want to know about this situation too. So, here. So, I actually was raised as, like, so, I cannot really say, like, what that is or anything, because it seriously has nothing to do with, like, this situation, to be fair. It seriously has nothing to do with it. It's more like, I'm gonna talk about it since you guys are mentioning it here. And thank you, Gear. Almost got everyone on board, including viewers of Kakushi Crane, who got 62,000 and lawyer. But thank you so much for the donation. Lawyers are involved with this too, but I'm not really involved with the situation because I have nothing to do with it. My brother's like freaking dealing with everything. I'm kind of like laughing at this situation, and I got permission from my dad. I was like, hey, can I just make fun of it? Because I just want to make fun of my dad. Like, I just want a meme person. My brother said, yeah, sure. Because they know about the situation. Like, they know what I went through with my dad, like, freaking for, like, a while. Like, for a while, like, when I used to live at the previous house. Anyway, so, let me talk about the cult situation. So, a lot of you guys know about this. I grew up in a cult. And I never believed in it or anything. But it's like one cult where you pray for and pray to one person that actually exists in Japan. I'm not gonna say what that is, because that has nothing to do with it in this stream. So my dad is actually powerful in that cult. Like, he is actually quite powerful. Like, everybody knows about that dude, like, at least, like, in my area. So, like, that name, like, my name is, like, you guys freaking know my name, like, Kiyomi Nishimatsu. Like, Nishimatsu, that name is freaking famous. Like, that's huge in that area, in that cult. Like, everybody knows the name. So, but again, seriously, that has nothing to do with it. I have to make sure. So, I was raised as, like, a kid of that powerful dude, too, right? So, like, I actually got some awesome, like, clout since I was a kid, because everybody treated me really, really well, because I was a son of that dude, like, the cringe lord, right? Basically. So, I got so much exposure, since I was a kid. And I basically grew up, like, having this, like, protagonist mentality. I think you guys call it like a main character syndrome, actually. I had that, actually, up until I was like 18. So I'm not gonna say what that is, but like, basically a lot of people knew about me already in that cult because of like my dad, and there were so many people that knew about me and I didn't know about them. But I didn't believe in that cult, so I didn't do anything. I never believed like anything was like anything made any sense, because like, so let's say if you want to pass like whatever test, you study for it, right? In that cult, they don't study, they pray. And they actually pray like for 3 years or something. And I was like, what the fuck, like, how does that work? And then they just go like, oh, you know it's gonna work. And I'm like, that's not gonna work. And again, they pray for and to an existing person in Japan, not like for God or like for like it's actually insane. It was like sheer insanity, but that has nothing to do with it. So like I just wanted to talk about my dad is like really powerful in that cult. Like everybody knows about that dude in my area. So my name is kind of famous. So a lot of people know about me in the cult too. So like I kind of grew up. 詳しいこと言えないけど、日本でどう見られてるかまた別として、日本国外の人に説明をするとカルトって言われることがもう 97% ぐらい。まあ日本でどう見られてるかは別として。だからそうちょっと俺すごい複雑な環境だったからちょっと難しいんですけども、そうちょっとねしかも俺の場合ちょっとかなり特殊な環境だったからいろいろあってね。So yeah, in my situation, like the environment was actually insane. Like again, like you know, I'm from like that too. そうちょっとあまり何も言えない。So because of like my dad's situation, like you know, he's actually somebody that everybody knows about in my area, and my name is out there, and everybody knows about me in my area, and that's kind of why I just wanted to sort of like, you know, but I'm not gonna really talk about this. But yeah, it's that situation. And the next thing is here. So what the fuck did he spend his money on? Do you guys know what he did? Nobody knows. Long story short, nobody knows. And like, the only thing we know is that he used to go out at like 11:30 p.m. brothels. So like I'm not gonna really say anything. So like he used to go out at like 11:30 p.m. like 1:30 a.m. at night. I don't know, man. Like that's like a one clue I can give you. Sophie, thank you. Choosing to believe you were the cult's antichrist. Thank you so much for the donation. So what I can tell is here, I think there aren't a lot of like places open at night. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck like do you have to do at night? Beach bar? I don't know, man. Like that's kind of what I'm guessing. Maybe he had like the hardest PP ever, so he just decided to like get it like you know sucked or something. I don't really know. I seriously don't know. I have like no idea what the fuck like even happened. So my guess is here, he probably was really addicted to like you know adult activities. Like that's just my guess. But again, like nobody knows. I cannot really say anything. I'm just guessing because nobody knows. He never really said anything. Like. My brother apparently just asked him like what he did, but like my brother just basically my dad basically said like, oh you know, like because of my work I had to do this and do that, and which is obviously a BS, right? So yeah, it's actually insane, and somehow yeah, you know that is like $50,000. He's just freaky. I mean, dude, my morning alarm was like literally my dad like actually moaning to porn. And thank you, JC. Thank you so much. It was like that situation. Like my dad was like not moaning. He was screaming. He was like, "Oh!" So I'm gonna actually do a reenactment of like what he was doing in the morning, like at like 7 a.m. He was like, "Oh, oh," and I was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, it really sounded like that. I actually recorded too. So like it's actually on my phone because I had to like no. You cannot hear my dad moaning, actually. I didn't want to film that stuff. But you can kind of... I filmed that one thing where he was, like, watching, like, blasting porn. That's something I have, yes. Is he a ringtone? Dude, maybe. But yeah, so, let me talk about... So, what did he do? I don't know. Like, nobody knows. But my guess is, like, probably, like, sexual activities at night. Because, like, he... went out at night, right? So like he just wanted to moan like real hard, and he just wanted to moan even more, and then he wanted to experience like you know real moaning stuff even more, and then boom, he probably went to like hostess clubs or something. That's my guess, but I'm just guessing at this point. I really don't know, man. And then here next, what the fuck is wrong with your family situation? So like this is where I can talk about my insane like family situation. And I've been talking about this in private streams, so like let me actually just expose myself. I've never seen my dad and my mom talk to each other in my life. Actually, like I actually having a conversation, like chilling or nothing. I've never seen that in my life. So I was born in 1992, right? And I'm 32. And like obviously I spent my life with them, but them, you said it right. I don't, so like you know, like so some of you, when I talk about stuff like when I talk about this on the internet, you guys are like, "Oh my gosh, were you depressed?" But the thing is, like, if you grew up in that situation, that becomes normal. So like, you don't know what's weird, what's not normal. Like when you grew up in that situation, you kind of assume that's how things go, right? So I've never seen my dad and my mom talking to each other, and if they wanted to talk to each other, they would use like, let's say, so like if my dad wanted to say something to my mom, he would say something to me, and then I had to like talk to my mom, and I really thought like that was normal, and I kind of figured out that was a bit weird when I was like in junior high school. But the thing is here, either way, like Japanese people are shy, and typically Japanese dads are quiet. Like even in anime, you know how like Japanese dads are like they're freaking just, they usually read like newspapers like this and they don't really say nothing, like like you know what I mean though. Do you guys like watch any anime? And thank you, Simon, thank you so much. You know, like like you know how in anime that's like basically what happens. So I really thought it was normal because like that's basically what my dad was doing, but like 24/7 without any conversations. Like he never talked to any of my families. So the thing is here, yeah, my mom, I don't know. I don't know what my mom calls my dad. I don't know what my dad calls my mom. Actually, I actually don't know. Yeah, I've never seen them calling each other in my entire life. Not darling, no. I've never. That's never. That was never a thing. Yeah, I grew up in like that situation. Like they never just really talk to each other. So I've never. No, not honey. What the fuck? Like they freaking called each other like hey. Yeah, hey. That was hey. Yeah, hey, yeah. Not even hey, sometimes And that was like forever in my family. Ooh. Now I feel like I'm a protagonist. What the fuck? What the fork? Wow, now I feel like I'm a protagonist here, like actually. But like this kind of marriage is like actually insane too, because like if you are in a relationship like this, you get divorced, but they didn't. Well, they haven't. Which I think is like freaking insane. So I can talk about something too. You know how you usually have like you guys have like memories of like your dad, like, oh yeah, we did this together. My dad taught me this. I actually don't have any of those. The only thing I can remember is like when I was like I think 6 or 5, I had to learn how to ride a bicycle, and he just brought me to a park, and that was my last memory actually. After that, I don't have any memories with him. Yeah, I don't really have anything. A cult arranged marriage? Yes. I didn't want to really say that, but yes. Yes. I'm not gonna say much about that, but yes. Again, like it's a freaking interesting situation. It's actually, but I just want to say my mom hasn't done anything wrong. To be fair, like my mom seriously hasn't done anything wrong with the cult situation or anything. So like I really don't want you guys to say like Sora's mom, because I really don't think my mom did anything wrong in her life. I just want to make sure about that part. Either way, okay. And so have you guys ever traveled with your family? Have you guys ever even like went to like a theme park with your family? Have you guys ever gone to like a restaurant with your family? I don't think I have. Yeah, really? I have like a lot of memories of like going out with my mom, my brother, my sister. My dad was never there. Fuck, wait, actually, I never thought about this. My mom has a car, my dad has a car, right? It's usually like they are never in the same car. Like they wouldn't like drive separately. Fuck. Come to think of it, like what? Wow. Wow, I really feel like I'm an anime character now suddenly. What the fuck? But thank you. Not a ban account. In Japan, will they be impressed by my anime trivia? Thank you so much. Maybe yes. So, wow. That's now interesting. Wait, can I just like call myself an anime character now? Like, can you guys just freaking call me an anime character? Because like, I never thought about this. I never thought about what the fuck. Like, how am I not like one of those like, you know, people who's like so fed up with life? What the fuck? Like, I never thought about this, but like, again, if you grow up in that situation, like everything suddenly becomes normal. So, like, it's not depressing or anything. I'm not sad, by the way. I'm not depressed. You don't. The thing is here, you don't have to say sorry or anything, because I grew up in that situation. So, like, I never thought it was wrong or anything. It seriously felt like it's just how families are, especially in Japan. But like it kind of felt so off though when I watched like movies and stuff, like American movies, like where you're like, you know, like a wife and the husband like are saying like, oh yeah, love you, like to each other. Like that shocked me the most. But I thought it was like a cultural difference. But yeah, I guess, I mean, it might be that too, to be fair. So I don't really know. But either way, so I just wanted to say, I have a lot of memories with my mom, with my brother, with my sister. Like, I can talk about this here. So I can just say that I still did things with my family, okay? Except for my dad. My dad was never there, like in the story. Like, I can remember how my sister basically made me wear girls' clothes because she wanted a sister. And she basically made me wear a wig when I was like 10, and she took me pictures of like me, and she freaking like bursted out laughing, and she shared the pictures with like her friends, and then and then and then, did you say you decided to change your personality mentality? But like that's a different situation. That's what happened because like I went through some stuff with my friends. It has nothing to do with my family. And not a ban account. Do in real life Japanese girls punch guys whenever. Thank you so much. So my sister made me wear girls' clothes, and she basically wanted a sister. And then next, my sister got angry when I was like 14 because I was playing, you know, a video game, and she thought that was annoying, and so she freaking told me to GTFO, and I was like, what the fuck? So I just GTFO'd from the house, and then that made her sad, so she actually was like looking for me for like 3 hours like around the house, and she found me. And she was like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, don't tell me that again. And she yeah. It's whatever. It's freaking hilarious. And then my brother, I actually have like so many memories with my brother actually. Like, so my brother, he's like 5 years older than me. He forced me to play guitar when I was like 7 because he just didn't have any friends to play guitar with or like play music with. So he forced me when I was like 7 to play guitar with him so he can have like his musical friends. And then after that, he decided to somehow have this like weird like fetish, I guess, or like should I say habit, where he opens the bathroom door while taking a shit, and he goes like, I'm taking a shit, you wanna see? So I can actually smell his shit, and if I say yes, he would actually show me his shit, and then he would actually wipe his ass, and he would like show me like the like toilet paper with like shit stain on it, and I just grew up just going through that too. But there's so much memory like that. And John, thank you. No wonder the main outfit, yeah. And then my mom, I actually have like so many memories with my mom. My mom, yeah, my mom is when I was like 17, That was like when I was back in high school. I still like freaking meme about it. So in high school in Japan, you have to bring a bento box, right? You guys know what that is. You guys freaking watch anime, so you know what that is. Like bento box looks something like this, kind of like, right? So if you like open the bento box, you see like, you know, rice and like meat and like veggies and whatever. Yeah, lunchbox. Yeah, that's what that is. Like one day, I opened my lunchbox and there was like literally 500 yen inside of it, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, like why do you have to be a meme? Like, if you just want me to buy lunch myself, like, why don't you just give it to me? Like, I don't know what that was. Maybe she was trying to be hilarious or something. Maybe she wanted to work on the bento box, but she was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna just put some money in it. It was insane, actually. I mean, I was like, what the fuck? I mean, to be fair though, that's just kind of like my family. With my dad, I actually don't have any of my memories. Again, the oldest memory I have with my dad is like, when I was 7, I wanted to ride a bicycle, and he tried to teach me how to ride a bicycle. That's when I was 7, and that's the last memory I have. I never saw my father at any of the events. Like, you know, graduation ceremony or like whatever stuff you can think of. I never saw my dad. So like, long story short, any memories with your dad? No, actually no. And I was talking about this with my brother. My brother doesn't have any either. My brother straight up like told me like, oh yeah, I want to cut ties with him because he causes like so much trouble. And I feel depressed, and then that guy is like, don't say that all star. Like seriously, it sounds like you were just actually talking shit to my mom. Like my mom was like there for me, like actually 24/7. Okay, like, and by the way, my mom's gonna probably watch this stream too. So like, I don't really appreciate that, but thank you so much. I have to make sure I was with my family. It's just my dad was just not there. Okay, I have to make sure about that part. I really have to make sure about that part, okay? Like, my mom was like there for me, my brother was like there, my sister was there, my dad was just not there. That's just what I have to make sure, okay? Like my mom was like literally like there 24/7 for me. Like if I needed any help, my mom would actually just like show up, like literally, like at school or like at my part-time job or like anywhere. My mom was like that one person. My dad, no. Like, I talked about this story too in a private like membership stream too. I got COVID a while ago when I used to live at the previous house, and I asked my dad if he can send me to the hospital. He told me to take a taxi, and I was like, fuck. That was tough. That was tough. Yeah, I talked about this, but yeah. But again, it's that situation. So, and here, let's do this. Let me talk about this. But yeah, thank you so much. The thing is, again, so like, my mom can watch this stream and she will see this because it's in Japanese, okay? And she will think I'm talking about her mom. I have to actually tell her, like, because I'm meeting her tomorrow. So don't do any of like the Japanese things here because they don't speak any English. But this, I don't know if you use Google Translate or not, but like it sounds way too harsh in Japanese. So be careful about this situation, okay? Because it's not really like, if you just put like, oh, don't try to put any Japanese if you are not sure like what's happening, is what I have to say. This situation is a bit hardcore for me. So is what I have to say. Anyways, and dude, you faked everything. Clickbait. Let me talk about this situation too. I kind of hope it's clickbait too, and it's fake. I really hope everything's fake. Like, you know how reality is like way more hardcore than like fictions. You know what I mean though? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I really want everything to be fake. So like, let me actually talk about something too. There are 2 people that actually know, or like that were actually there when I was talking to my parents, or like my sister. I think it will start. So one person is Rin-san, Rin Kakushaku. She actually listens to the whole conversation because like I was trying to talk to her about YouTube, and then I got a phone call from my mom, and then another person, Kikito actually heard me talk to my like sister. I was playing Apex Legends with him, and then I got a phone call, and I didn't mute my mic or anything because I didn't care. So Kikito actually heard it too, like when I was like, but talking to my sister. But since Kikito is a weeb, he doesn't really understand any Japanese. So, but I told Kikito like the whole situation because again he was there. So I really want it to be clickbait and fake, and I just really want it to be like made up stories. So I'm just doing this for like fake drama and views. But yeah, unfortunately, this whole thing is real. Like the whole like that thing and like how I have to pay for whatever stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about how I hope it's fake, but unfortunately, this is real. And if you want more proof, I guess I can just show you how many calls like I kind of got, but I don't want to. Yeah, you know what? No, that's personal information, I guess. So yeah, it is all real, and I want it to be fake because that's easier that way. Dude, if it's fake, isn't it easy? Because, like, my brother freaking told me, like, dude, I wanted to fix this situation. I wanted to fix the family. Like, he freaking told me that, too. And my brother never says that. My brother is not, like, the type of person who actually says, like, I wanted to fix the family. He is the person who freaking talks about pee-pee-poo-poo. But, yeah, so my brother even said, like, yeah, I wanted to fix the family, but I'm down. So it's that situation, okay? So, are you still giving your mom 1 million yen? Let me talk about this situation, too. And Clown Factory, thank you. As time passes, you learn that your family is the people who truly cherish you, care for you. I grew up with that, but like again, with my dad, it never happened. It never happened. And my dad has like a long history of like using people. And then it basically he decided to use like his family members, and it's been happening for 6 years. It's not anything like that just happened recently. It's been there for 6 years. Like, he's been just kind of like using people. And then my mom knew everything from scratch. And that's kind of, so I talked to my mom about this. That's kind of why apparently my mom didn't want to talk to my dad either way. But they just didn't get divorced. So this whole situation, like, your family is the people who truly cherish you. Yeah. So my mom, yes, I can actually vouch. My mom cares about me because she still like messages me sometimes. Like, she still messages me like, hey, what does a MILF mean in English? Because I say MILF on my channel. So I just had to tell her like, oh, MILF means milk. And then there was like one time before when my mom asked me if I'm gay, so I just said yes, I'm gay. And then there was like one time when my mom called me and he was like, do you have friends? And I was like, no. So yeah, my mom truly cares about me. And yeah, my brother does the same. My brother sometimes like messages me and he's like, wait, dude, like, what the fuck? He does that. And my sister sometimes calls me and like she tells me to work for her because she wants to use me as a translator. And I told her to F off the other day. But my dad, actually, no, that never happened. So I just wanted to say that, yeah, I mean, as to my family members, like all of them, yeah, true, I guess. But not my dad is what I actually noticed. Yeah. And so let me actually talk about this too. Here. As to Sora, do this, don't do this. So like, I talked about the whole situation in the video and I got so many comments like basically telling me to like do something, like not do something. And I want you guys to remember something. So I'm in a country called Japan. And you know how laws are so different in Japan? Like sometimes like there are so many laws like that are so different. You know what I mean? Like something like what? Like how the hell do you have to pay for like your dad's debt and whatever, right? You know how so many laws are different, so like sometimes things don't make any sense. You know, like there are laws where you get arrested for like basically talking shit about somebody on the internet. Like that's a thing in Japan too, right? So I just wanted you to remember how laws are different. So some people actually freaking told me like, oh, you can just hire a lawyer for this and you can do that and that. And I just wanted to tell you, I don't really think any of the things work in Japan. Like I saw actually everything in the videos. Like I saw comments. But again, I'm in a country called Japan and like, so let me actually talk about how the debt like stuff happens in Japan. It's very normal in Japan to see people that are in debt because of their parents or because of their like wife or husbands. It's something you see in anime quite a lot actually. it's not something you see a lot in real life because like people know it's like a shitty situation. Because you have to basically go full in to use people, right? But it's something like you see sometimes. And Zell, thank you so much for the donation. I don't know what that is, Michi, but maybe, yeah. So like, let's say if your parents are in debt, yes, you might have to like pay for like your like dad's like mom's debt, which is a thing in Japan. Because like you're related. Like that's how it works. So like, let me tell you one situation. Do you guys know the YouTuber called Rafael, the Japanese YouTuber? Do you know who that is? Rafael. Like he was one of like the biggest YouTubers before. Yeah, Rafael. Yeah. So he's like one of the biggest YouTubers in Japan. He has a company. He does a YouTube channel. And he used to have like this dude that worked for him before, and let's just name him B because I don't really want to talk about him on this channel. B basically decided to steal Rafael's money, the YouTuber's money, and they disappeared, right? B. So this dude basically actually committed a crime. He stole money and he disappeared, and he stole like $100,000, right? That dude, and he disappeared. And you know what happened? That dude, mom, is supposed to pay for it now. So what's happening is here. So this B dude apparently was known for stealing money from like a lot of people. So his mom was already in debt because of like the kid. Yeah, it was like that situation. Yeah. So, but the thing is here. As to the Rafael situation, Rafael kind of felt bad about the situation. Like Rafael just went to the dude's house and talked to the mom. And he figured out the mom is like already in debt because of like the kid, right? So Rafael kind of went like, I don't have to pay for it because I feel kind of bad. So like, yeah, that's happening. But like, I just wanted to tell you, Japan's like that's like, it's like you are related, so you have to also like be responsible. It's kind of like Japan's like mentality. That's kind of why Japanese people care about peace more than anything, and like they are so collective. Like we are not individuals. How we see each other, like how we see Japanese people here, we are not all individuals. It's not like, oh yeah, I am me, you are you, we are different. It's not, we don't have that mentality. It's like, we are the same, right? And Kebukai Kimono, thank you. But thank you so much for the donation. So it's like, everybody is the same. Like that's the mentality we have in Japan. I actually wrote down something here, so I can just basically read it here. What was it? Here. Let me actually just read everything I wrote down. So, that. You know how you guys say kids are not the problem, like outside of Japan, right? Like kids are not the problem. You hear that, right? In Japan, you don't really hear that because, like, let's say somebody kills somebody. And this dude like gets on TV, and then the kid basically gets bullied, and the kid gets blocked by everybody. The kid cannot even get a decent job because everybody goes like, "Oh, you are the son of like that dude." That's very common actually. There's like a documentary of like this one dude who has a father who killed a lot of people, like basically a murderer. So this kid couldn't have like a decent life. So he basically became like a delinquent, and he decided to commit a lot of crimes, and he even freaking has like a lot of tattoos and stuff. But yeah, it's kind of that. Japan's basically like, yeah, that country where like, if your family members like do anything crazy, then you are also responsible for that. So the debt situation is again like kind of like the same. It's like, my dad did something insane. Honor law, I don't know how to explain it. Like but just talk to Japanese people about this. Like, let's say, but it's very common though, like in Japan, like your family member fucks up, so like all your family members are responsible for it. Like it's very much a thing. And I noticed like it's not really like what you experience outside of Japan, because like people have like this mentality like, oh, you know what? But I'm different from that dude. We have like nothing to do with it. Like you have like that mentality, right? Everybody, right? In Japan, we don't like that doesn't work. Like, we cannot say that. Like, it's like, but you are related, right? Guilt by association. Yeah, basically. So, that's basically what this debt situation is. Because that's how the law works here, too. Like, my dad is in debt. He cannot pay for it. Then who's going to pay for it? Oh, yeah, his family is because he's... You know how that works now. Link Skywalker, thank you. Japan really does not allow individuality. It's not really like allow or anything, but like it's a lot less, is what I have to say. So, like, I've seen so many cases where people had to change their names, their last names, to just be a different person in Japan because of like their parents being criminals. Like, oh yeah, I know who you are. Your dad did this. Wow, we are not gonna hire you. It's pretty much a thing in Japan. So Michi, there's like this guy called Michi, who's a Japanese dude. Michi, can you vouch? Can you just say like, yeah, it's a thing? Can you vouch, Michi? I mean, Michi is like Japanese dude who grew up in Japan. Like, that's seriously a thing, yeah. Inductors imitating you while driving. What's up, inductor? Yeah, it's a thing. So Michi, now, confirmed it. It's seriously a thing. Like, I don't really know. Reputation's also, like, there, though, by the way. Like, but it's, like, you're from that group. Like, that's basically the mentality we have in Japan. So that applies to laws, too. Because, oh, your dad did this, so you're responsible for this. Yeah. It's uniquely Asian. Yeah, but that's why Japan's kind of safe at the same time, too. Because if you fuck up, your family is gonna be, like... Your family is gonna be the target, right? Like, let's say you are a murderer, you kill everybody. Then, do you know, like, what the society does? The society tries to freaking blame it on the family. And they usually have to freaking just disappear from the society, like the family members. Which is very, very much a thing. Like, you see that everywhere in Japan. Like, if you look at, like, any of the history, like, you know, that's... Like, in Japan, like, it's pretty much a thing. Like, oh, I'm sorry for my son being a murderer. Like, I know it's my fault. It's seriously something you see in Japan, yeah. And thank you, Link Skywalker. What about the kids? Barakumin. Barakumin situation is kind of like it's Barakumin, it's more about the racial discrimination situation. So as to that, people don't care. But some people seem to care. Like, if you talk to the people that are, you know, in the older generation. But it's more like their social status. So it's not really that much of a problem. But people in Japan focus on like what they actually do, right? So it's not your status actually. But yeah, thank you, Philly Disco. It's harder for you to move up the society ladder. That's kind of like a pretty much a thing everywhere though. I don't think it's only in Japan. And I think it's even hardcore in some countries too. Like, if you're from a poor family in Japan, yeah, but like in America, it's more hardcore. If you're from a poor family, you cannot get into some certain universities. In Japan, you can. You just have to study super hard. But I think it's a thing everywhere. It's not only a thing in Japan. It's pretty much like what happens in every country as far as I know. But yeah, anyways. So I just wanted to talk about this. So I just wanted to clarify that laws are entirely different. So like, I know like there are so many people that wanted to kind of tell me like what I can do. Like, this law is there for you. You can use this law. I just wanted to tell you, I'm not American. I'm Japanese in Japan, okay? Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, how am I freaking actually, like, explaining that I'm, like, so Japanese and, like, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Anyways. And so here. When are you meeting them next? I'm actually meeting my, mom tomorrow. At 11 a.m. I'm going to a sushi restaurant with my mom. So this is like, this kind of sucks actually. Oh no, fuck. I wanted to talk about this. Are you still giving your mom 1 million yen? So again, the plan is here. Our family members like have to pay for the debt now. And my brother and I, we don't want our mom to pay for the debt. So like our plan is like, I think I talked about this, but like, we want to pay for the dad's debt, and we want to be done with the dad completely. So I talked to my dad. So like, my mom, my brother's like, I'm gonna pay 25,000. No, I shouldn't even say like in dollars because like I did the calculation wrong. Because in the first video I said like $30,000. In the second video I said $40,000. Like numbers are freaking fucked up now because it's actually what's happening in yen. Okay, so let me just talk about it in yen. My brother straight up said like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna pay 2,500,000 yen. So can you pay another 2,500,000 yen so we can just pay for the debt ourselves? And I was like, yeah, I mean, I can. I got savings too. Like, my mom's got no savings, right? And my mom's 64. Like, when it comes down to money, like, I can just do it. I've been saving up. It's not like I'm super rich or anything, but like, I've been saving up for it. And like, we shouldn't let our mom like pay for it, right? So like, I decided to agree on that. So the plan's here. I'm supposed to give my brother 2,500,000 yen, probably next week. So I don't know if I want to give my mom like 1 million because it makes no sense at this point. You know, it actually makes no sense. If I actually give my mom like 1 million yen here, it makes no sense, right? Because if I like am trying to actually pay for my dad's debt, it makes no sense. So maybe I'm not gonna do it, but I'm thinking about bringing my mom to like a trip now. Like I wanna. So I'm gonna talk to my mom tomorrow. I'm not gonna really talk about the family situation or anything because my mom should be depressed as fuck. Like she's trying to sound freaking happy and stuff, but I can tell like my mom's freaking sad and depressed as fuck. Yeah, I can tell. Like I just messaged her like 3 hours ago, but I can tell she's depressed as fuck. So I'm not gonna really talk about the situation with my mom, but I'm gonna just ask her like, hey, so like I got some time and I scammed my viewers. Do you want to go on a trip with me? Or like, I'll just say something like I scammed my viewers and there are memberships now and they are members, so I get some membership money. Do you want to just go on a trip with me? I'll pay for everything. That's, yeah, what I'm thinking about. And scammed, yeah. Because I freaking started the memberships. Yeah. And I'm actually thinking about bringing one nephew of mine too, because like that dude was like saying like he wanted to go to Okinawa, but he's poor too. Like my sister's son, he's poor. Like my sister's family is like freaking poor. So I'm thinking about bringing him too, but like I'm gonna ask them, my mom first actually, if she wants to go to like a Okinawa or something, like Okinawa, Hawaii or Japan. If she says yes, sure. But I kind of feel like she's gonna say no. So, anyways, as to this, maybe not 1 million yen because I'm thinking about just paying for my dad's debt now. But I still like want her to do something because I know she's probably depressed as fuck because like she's now forced to do something about her life. Yeah, right. You know what I mean. So, but anyways. Hairline's also abusive, yeah. これが来るんですと、thank you so much, Asta. You know how, like, in some countries, like, especially in India, in Indonesia, like, hairline's everything, right? Like, more than anything, hairline's everything. So you have, like, this, like, a C-cut is, like, what it's called, you know what I mean? But yeah, I just wanted to tell you, I'm Japanese. I know it's, like, a, huge deal, but I'm Japanese. And Tosa, thank you. Please tell your mom that we love her. I'm not gonna really say much. I don't want my mom to think that she's like going through this freaking like insane stuff like on the internet. She knows like I do like these, by the way, but like I don't want to tell her like she got internet people supporting her or anything. I want her to just be herself and like not even care about anything. Thank you, Kibukai Kimono. I wanted to send you money. Thank you so much for the donation. And here. So, and this like drama situation is insane, right? And even for me, it's insane. And my channel is basically a place where I talk about pee pee poo poo and I finger my own ass and I'm all like, like that's basically what my channel is all about. I'm just trying to make it stupid, like kind of like what Filthy Frank sort of did. But now I'm just talking about my situation, and I know like a lot of you guys are not interested in this situation either. So I'm not gonna really talk about this anymore, cause I just wanted to talk about this to just kind of make fun of like my dad and like make my dad become a meme on my channel. So yeah, this is the last time I'm gonna talk about the whole situation. I might still talk about it in like streams sometimes, but I'm not gonna really just do a stream or like do a video about the situation anymore, because I just have been milking my dad forever. So I'm not gonna do it anymore. This is the last stream ever about the situation, or last video ever from yesterday. No, nothing is gonna happen. But I'm gonna still probably talk about it when I stream, like in my membership streams, or if you ask me. But I'm not gonna just do a video or stream about this. So yeah, that's the end of it. And then I wanted to talk about this here. So membership stream, fuck. Yeah, so I've been actually spamming membership streams recently, where I just kind of talk to my viewers, like directly, sort of. So you know how they are, like, I don't know how many people they are, but you know how there are so many people here like typing, and I'm not really reading comments that much because I just wanted to talk about the situation. In each private stream, I've been just kind of spamming, like I've been freaking spamming membership streams. There are like about 30 people in each stream, and I've been just focusing on talking to my viewers more than anything. So like, it's kind of like a Discord call, and I'm sharing my screen, and like I'm talking to, you know, my viewers kind of thing. So if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, and if you guys ever wanted to ask me like whatever about like, you know, the situation in Japan, you shouldn't really ask me anything through donations or anything. You should probably just like do that in membership streams, because I do read comments like almost freaking 98% of the time. I sometimes like play games with my viewers too, but even when I'm doing that, I still read comments, and I try to just focus on like that part, and I spam stream, and I spam those like membership streams like a lot. So yeah, and I'm gonna actually do a membership stream after this stream too. So if you wanted to see me being cringe, yeah, there's that too. And thank you. And Urgen Region. Been watching you since I know. Then I noticed my cat has been watching you intently too. So here's from my cat. Thank you so much. So, anyways, that's it for the stream. So we are not viewers, yeah. That's it for the stream. So I'm gonna do a membership stream probably in like 30 minutes. I just wanted to do it because I've been doing it every day, every morning, every night in my time, and I've been just talking to my like viewers, and I sometimes like play games, and I sometimes watch, you know, videos and stuff too. Does his membership streams completely in the nude and moans? Oh, Sora does his membership streams completely in the nude and moans in every 2 minutes. The thing is, like, this is not even fake. I do moan a lot in those private like membership streams because nobody cares about whatever I do, I guess. So let me just read the comments for 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna go. And then I'm gonna do a membership stream like in 30 minutes. We are gonna probably just watch some like, you know, food videos, like Japanese street food videos, and like just chill for like 3 hours or something. Let me just read the comments for 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna go. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Say something in Russian. Pizda. And thank you. Oh, nice. Yeah, that works too. Dad walks in. Self-docs. We were talking about it actually. Like, the members were talking about it. Like, oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, your dad is probably moaning because like, yeah, you got the genes too or something. Bye-bye. I mean, I'm leaving now. I'm just reading comments for 3 minutes. Because I want to do a membership stream. Yeah. That's kind of what I've been doing recently, though. Like, I've been, like, actually spamming membership streams. Minecraft. Do you want to play Minecraft later again? Maybe not today. I don't know. How much? I don't know. It's like $2 or something. If you were Japanese, it's like only $1.7 now. But I have been spamming it like a lot. I should probably get banned for spamming. Like I literally just streamed like the entire day today, and I'm freaking doing it again too. Cause it's that easy. Oh yeah, we are going to Tokyo. Yeah, on stream. I don't give money to my viewers because I really have to save up for my mom. Like actually. 30th? 31st? No, it's a different one. Yeah, I got banned like twice already. Shibuya maybe? No, when I travel, I never make them private. When I travel, I just make them public. You're driving? Now? Alright, so now it's done. So I'm gonna turn off the stream now. So like, I'm gonna do another membership stream in probably 30 minutes. I'm gonna just like read some stuff and, you know, reply to my clients. And then, if you guys are in my memberships, yeah, I'll see you guys later. And we'll probably, I don't know, talk about like Japanese food or something. And again, in each membership stream, like there's seriously like 30 people, like less. And it has never been more than like 50. So yeah, bye-bye. I'll see you guys later. And for non-members, my next public stream is gonna be probably Tuesday, because I wanted to go to a cat town in Japan and see cats and punch them in their faces and get cancelled. And then after that, on a 31st, and I wanted to go to Shibuya and see like how crazy the situation is, because Halloween, right? Cat town, yeah. Bye bye everybody. I'll see you guys in like 20 minutes or like 30 minutes. What? Yeah. Alright, bye bye.